December 7 of a Gnome Valley Christmas adventure. Down the big old stump, Milvus and Falcon clean and prepare their weapons next to the warming fire. When the weapons are oiled and done, Falcon stands up and steps towards Tassel, who spins yarn on a spindle. Tassel and Falcon smile at each other, and Tassel stands up. Falcon kisses Tassel gently on her lips. "I'll be back once we've caught some prey." "Good luck, but beware of the forest queen," Tassel says, and gives Falcon a small bag of gold coins. "Thanks, but what is this bag of coins for?" "Those coins are for the forest queen. You must give them to her to receive good luck in hunting." "Why should I watch out for her if I'm going to pay her for good hunting?" "She's a little too love-interested in hunters and collars, especially hunters. Once you sleep with her, you'll be lost to her forever. She could also lure you so far into the forest that you'll never find your way back home," Tassel says and looks sad. "The only woman I'm going to start a family with is you, Tassel," Falcon says, hugging and kissing Tassel one last time before leaving with Milvus. But before Falcon leaves, Tassel says, "Oh, and whatever you do, never tell her your real name. Say either no one or myself." Both Milvus and Falcon nods at Tassel as they leave. A while later, Milvus and Falcon put on their skis, waving goodbye to everyone. With the packing on their backs, Milvus and Falcon glide away on their skis towards the forest glade. The brothers compete who arrives first. "Last one to the glade will eat Hakarl," Milvus shouts. "I'd rather eat fermented herring or surströmming. By the way, how are you going to get a shark out of the Nixon's lake? Sharks live in salt water, don't they?" "Bull sharks thrive in both fresh water and salt water." "Yeah, but there are no bull sharks here right now." And Hakarl is a rotten/fermented Greenland shark, Iceland's national dish. As Falcon and Milvus arrive at the forest glade, the forest queen stands in front of them by a mossy rock. "Good afternoon, gentlemen," the forest queen says, peering with her amber-colored fox-like eyes. Her curly ginger hair shines like oranges in the sun. "Good afternoon, ma'am," Falcon says and gives her the bag of gold coins. The forest queen gladly accepts the bag of coins. As Milvus and Falcon continue into the forest glade, the forest queen peers at Falcon with her amber-colored eyes. Milvus and Falcon prepare a hiding place behind a large mossy rock. Then they start digging a deep pit nearby. The brothers cover the hole with branches, moss, and snow. As the sun sets, the sky turns into the color of blooming rosehip blossoms. In the forest glade, it's already dark as ebony. Milvus lights a fire, and Falcon prepares the spears, bows, and arrows. "Oh well, now we can only wait," Milvus says, taking a sip of the hot chocolate from the proviant. Milvus peeks carefully from the hiding place behind the mossy rock and quickly backs off. "Falcon, look, a wild boar. He looks huge," Milvus whispers and grabs his spear. Falcon peeks carefully and sees the boar just a few meters away. The wild boar gets closer to the trap Milvus and Falcon built. The brothers sit completely still, with the weapons in their hands, as their pulses rise. Right then, the boar falls into the trap. Milvus and Falcon run with their spear and crossbow toward the pit. Falcon tenses the crossbow, looking down at the wild boar, and says, "You will not die out of hate. Your meat will feed us on our plate." Then Falcon shoots it, and Milvus spears it to make really sure the boar is dead. The brothers lift up the wild boar and drag it to their hiding place. "Well done, brother. This boar will last a year at least," Milvus says proudly. "Remember the Christmas pig that we will slaughter. With this boar and the Christmas pig, we will feed the entire Gnome village and ourselves." "Yes, of course." Milvus and Falcon drink a little hot chocolate and eat some boiled eggs and salted cured pork and freshly baked bread. Suddenly, Milvus and Falcon noticed a sounder of wild boar sows and their piglets. "You don't want to mess with a wild boar sow and her young ones for sure." "You don't want to mess with a wild boar sow and her young ones for sure," Milvus whispers as Falcon tries to sneak away. "Falcon, are you nuts? There's a whole damn sounder of sows that could rip you in half." "I'm sorry, but I have to relieve myself. My bladder is full." "You should have thought of that before we left, brother." Falcon manages to sneak behind a spruce without the boars noticing him and relieves himself. Suddenly, Falcon and Milvus hear a woman screaming in the dark. The wild boars escape into the dark forest, and Milvus grabs a spear. He throws it to Falcon, who catches it after he's finished. Then Falcon starts following the screaming. Milvus puts out the fire, bringing some charcoal with him, both burning and not burning. Then he follows Falcon into the darkness. The white sparkling snow crunches below their feet. At last the two brothers arrive at the glade where the cries come from. The forest queen had gotten her fluffy fox tail stuck in a fox trap. But before helping the forest queen, Milvus drags Falcon behind a mossy rock. Milvus picks up a blunted knife. "Falcon, show me your chest," Milvus whispers. Why?" "Just show me your chest. I'm gonna do something to help you protecting yourself," Milvus whispers, showing Falcon the blunted knife. Despite feeling uncomfortable about the situation, Falcon uncovers his hairy chest. Milvus takes the blunted knives and shaves a crucifix shape in the middle of Falcon's chest. Then Milvus takes a warm black coal and draws a cross in the shaved area. "If the forest queen gets a little too aroused around you, show her the cross," Milvus says, and Falcon covers his chest. Then Falcon steps towards the forest queen. Falcon grabs the fox trap to pry it open. Once the fox tail comes loose, Falcon cleans the wound with white sphagnum moss. Then he wraps a bandage around her tail. The forest queen peers with her fox-like golden eyes as Falcon helps her on her feet. "Thank you, handsome hunter," the forest queen says and starts touching Falcon. When the forest queen brings her hand below his belt, Falcon uncovers his chest. The forest queen gets pushed right into a tree by a powerful invisible force. But the forest queen gets close to Falcon again and tickles his long, slender legs with the tip of her tail. Falcon backs off and politely pushes her away. "Ma'am, I'm already betrothed. Leave me alone, please. We would make a beautiful couple, you and I." The forest queen tries to cover Falcon's face with her long curly hair. "I need I need to know your name." "My name is No One." Milvus picks up a glowing hot coal and throws it right at the forest queen's feet. As the glowing, burning coal lands and hits the forest queen's feet, she lets go of Falcon. "Ouch! No one burned me! No one burned me!" the forest queen shouts and runs away. Falcon shakes off dust from his clothes and Milvus steps towards him. Then they hear a mysterious voice echoing in the forest. "If no one burned you, you have no one but yourself to blame." Back at the hiding place, Milvus and Falcon prepare to leave. "Next time you encounter that horny lady, you better have a piece of steel with you, brother," Milvus says and gives Falcon a piece of steel. Falcon looks shamefully down at his feet. "Now, don't feel bad, brother. You'll feel better after a love moment with Tassel," Milvus says with a mischievous smile. "Oh, stop it," Falcon says, blushing, getting a tingling feeling below the belt, and Milvus laughs. In the big old stump, Grandfather Troll sits in his armchair reading a book by the fire. Tassel is about to go upstairs to her bedroom when she stops by the wooden stairs and starts dreaming. Without thinking about it, Tassel stands broad-legged, lifts her tail, and her underskirt goes up. Grandfather Troll sees what Tassel does and clears his throat. No, Tassel, that sort of thing is not appropriate down here. Think about the children. There must be some moderation to these love invitations." Butillo, Hera, and Tote giggle, covering their mouths. Tassel looks behind herself, blushes, and pulls quickly down her underskirt over her tail. Then she runs upstairs to fix her tail and runs down again. "Although I dislike love invitations before marriage," Grandfather Troll sighs and continues reading. A while later, Falcon and Milvus come back with their prey: the wild boar, a pheasant, a hare, and a couple of salmon trouts. Grandfather Troll, Papa Gnome, and King Aquila help taking care of the prey. Milvus sits down in the front of the curious children. He then tells them his and Falcon's exciting adventures in the dark forest. Tassel and Falcon hug each other, and Falcon gets another tingling feeling below his belt. He and Tassel run towards the stairs when Milvus looks at Falcon. "Hey, Falcon, don't you want to tell your encounter with the forest queen?" Milvus shouts and smiles. "Nah, you tell it. I prefer to keep Tassel company in bed, Falcon says, winking. I get it. Have fun, you two, Milvus says, winking back. Then Milvus continues, telling the children about his and Falcon's adventures in the forest glade. The rest of the evening, everyone relaxes in the big old stump, cozying up in front of the fire. Outside, the snowflakes fall down gently from the navy blue sky. Well, that was December 7. I hope you like this one too, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.